And you can do whatever you want to do with my videos. It doesn't bother me. You got to be careful. You got to be careful on what you believe in and what you are out here telling folks.
Very well said. And I agree with you completely.
Because I love talking about the Bible. I love talking about the Bible. And you can't bag up yourself. You're making yourself look sick.
Well, I'm really glad to hear you say that because you love reading the Bible and you love bagging it up with the Bible. There were a couple of points brought up in your video that I would like to talk about and have you bag up from the Bible for me. Um, so let's see what they are.
Write all kinds of lies about Jehovah's Witnesses used to celebrate Christmas back in 1919. Let me ask you a question. Was you living in 1919? Did you actually see this, or this something you read? And I mean,
You know, I wasn't around for the sinking of the Titanic, but I'm pretty sure that that really happened. I wasn't around for to see the actual concentration camps of World War II, but I'm pretty sure they happened. Um, the fact that the Watchtower Society celebrated Christmas once upon a time is part of the Watchtower history. It's in their literature. It's there's photographs, not drawings, but actual photographs of Bethel all strung up with garland and Christmas lights. Um, they don't celebrate it now, but the fact that they did is part of their own history. But that's, again, not the point of this video. So let's continue.
facts. I was talking about Christmas and the holidays, that they are not being biblically bagged up. People got on here and they were giving me a bunch of stuff that we wasn't even talking about. One guy asked me about the year 1914, you know? And then one of them finally admitted that Christmas is not biblically written. And my point was, if it's not biblically written, why are you doing it?
I said in one of my early videos how when I first started looking into the history of this organization, I thought I knew a lot between myself, my father, and my grandmother, um, and how when I started looking, I was surprised at how little I knew. However, the teachings I knew. Um, and I've talked to a few Jehovah's Witnesses since starting all this. Now, granted, I'm taking their word for it that they are Jehovah's Witnesses, but I'm amazed at how many seem to not understand the core doctrines of this organization. And I could be mistaken here, but what it seems to me is that you don't understand the relevance of the question of Christmas and the 1914. 1914 is the core doctrine of this organization. Without 1914, this organization falls apart. 1914 is when they claim that Jesus returned invisibly. 1914 is when they claim that it was the beginning of the end times. It was the last days counting down to Armageddon. So 1914 is extremely important for this organization. Now, where the relevance comes in is if Christmas couldn't be bagged up by the Bible and therefore it was dropped, if 1914 cannot be bagged up by the Bible, shouldn't it also not be followed? So this is my request to you is I would really appreciate it if you could bag up 1914 with the Bible and, get back to me. I'm going to put the same limitations on you, however, that you put on the viewer is no personal opinion and no outside sources. It has to be backed up by the Bible, because I've looked and I can't seem to find it. So if you could help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. I'll give you a couple of days, the way you had requested, and I hope to hear from you. I'll talk to you later.
And be ready to see, is he going to bag up what he says? And I mean every last single paragraph that comes out of his mouth. Make sure he bag up what he says from the Bible. And if he can't do it, you in the wrong religion.